I remember celebrating the touchdown, and I'm jumping up and down, and like I turn around, and then the kick just went and it missed, and I was like, no. So I went from all this excitement to like, why do we stay once again?
Yeah, we're like, all right.
My first memory of watching a game was probably, it was in the early 90s when UT wasn't very good, and I remember watching UT at Notre Dame and us just absolutely getting crushed, and I was crying because I was like, I don't understand, they're my team, why are they losing? But I was still a huge fan regardless, even though we weren't even all that good, but I just like, I got into the spirit of things, and that was it for me. I was hooked.
I liked going to all the games as a kid, and I was very competitive. So as long as we won, I didn't really care if it was the Baylor game or the OU game or the TCU game. But I remember more than anything the game against Virginia in 1995, and I was parallel to the goal line where I was sitting, and I could see the ball Phil Dawson kicked. It was like a 50-yard field goal into the wind, and we all thought it was just going to drop, but somehow it just pushed through the wind and barely got over the uprights, and so that probably was a good childhood memory.
It's interesting for me since I'm from California. Like, I think subconsciously I followed Texas football, and you don't understand that until you actually come to Austin, because people are like, hey, Longhorns, the symbol is worldwide, and I'm like, nah, but now I'm like thinking back, like, oh, I did watch that Rose Bowl game. I was rooting for Colt and like all these people.
I'm originally from El Paso, Texas, and I've been a Longhorn fan since I was 10 years old. I mean, I'm growing up on Texas. I came here for college, came here for grad school, working here now full time. Been through the ups and downs, the VY years, Colt years, Garrett Gilbert years, and all that. So I mean, it's been good, it's been bad, but I mean, at the end of the day, I'm a Longhorn for my life.
It was a family tradition. We would go to the Texas and A&M game. In those days, the game was played on Thanksgiving Day, and so even today, when people talk about, well, what's your thoughts of a Thanksgiving meal, and mine is tailgating when tailgating wasn't as popular as it is now, eating fried chicken and potato salad and pecan pie from the trunk of the car before the Texas and A&M game. So that goes back into the early 50s.
When I was in school at UT, I was going to all the games, home and away. It was an away game. I was alone, and there was a small group of us there, and I sat across the aisle from Frank Denius. I didn't really know who he was, other than that his name was on the field and his name was on a couple of other buildings on campus, and he's sort of a well-known figure.
It was fun getting to know Adam, and I'd say from probably the first time that we started talking to each other after a game come flying back, he and I have been great friends. I know his family, and his family are great friends of mine. And so we've just had a wonderful relationship, notwithstanding our age difference.
There's a lot of positives that come from going to Manhattan, Kansas in really cold weather. It's not just suffering through a bad game and being really cold. I think we can get through some of those harder moments in the cold weather and things because we're together and we're having fun, and it's something we look forward to every week, to being together.
Being a Longhorn fan has been a really great bonding experience for me and my father. We're both like we're super close. Like I consider him to be one of my best friends, and that's just something that we can get really excited about. And it's the great thing is just like having that connection, like me meeting some frat boy that I would never have any sort of connection with or anything interest otherwise, and then we can just talk about football, for hours and just and get really excited about it. So I love that camaraderie of that school spirit.
I'm optimistic every year at this time of the year. We're undefeated and untied, so you can't get any better than that. But I think Coach Herman and the staff have done things in a way to foster the building of a championship team.
But looking forward to better memories this season. Hopefully, at least 10 wins, 9 wins this year.
We like to leave the past behind.
Yeah, just put that
Move
behind
forward,
us. Yes. We're on our third coach right now, so we'll see.
Take it.
Yeah.
If we could win 8 games, that would be fantastic. But you're just even having just a like 7-win winning season would be great. But hopefully, we'll see some positive change this season. So yeah. Texas fight, and it's goodbye to A&M. Texas fight, and we'll put over one more win. Texas fight, for it's Texas we love the best. Give 'em hell, go Horns go, and it's goodbye to all the rest. I could do the second half of the song,
Really
but
impressive. That got me riled up.